sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading, according to the moment that's the Institute. To accomplish this, I've had our the only logic. That's where we... I have a way. So it appears I'm pleased now.
I think they're the ones who killed...
The Institute preys on them. Together, we'll make them pay. I'll call ahead and brief.
Getting a bit of twitch on prop 3. Adjusting torque.
We're getting a 3% Z.
Attention. Due to increased raider activity, all leave requests to off-base sites have been temporarily
If
suspended.
it was up to me, I'd take every feral...
Affected parties will have their leave compensated at the next available opportunity.
Been having to get
That is all.
creative lately. Yeah. I think you should stay on point. Your instincts seem to be right on target.
Lancer Captain Kells is one of the finest officers I've ever had the pleasure of serving under.
What brings you to me today?
I'll take a look.
All of my...
Commonwealth's a dangerous place. Make sure you gear up before you head out.
Our vertibird should give us the air superiority we need to win this war.
Night.
Jackson said you'd help me build the signal interceptor.
So, looks like you're calling the shots around here now, huh? All right, I'll bite. What does your new miracle device do?
The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out. This machine can hijack their signal and send me instead.
Teleportation? Molecular transmission via encrypted RF waves? Okay, even I have to admit, that's genius. This explains why we've been picking up anomalous energy readings all across the Commonwealth. Not to mention how they get their tin soldiers to come out of the damn walls. And this little beauty allows you to literally hijack a return signal. Instead of grabbing the intended target, it grabs you instead. Impressive.
Well,
Damn right. It's gonna...
I'm glad you can make sense of those plans.
I haven't made...
Uh-huh.
You're also going to need a...
Dr. Ingram.
Any luck building the platform yet?
Yes.
Good. Here's a list of everything we'll need. I know some of that might as well be in...
Looks good, Ingram.
Oh, one last... It's important that all the components are wired to... If you need any, I'd wish you good luck.
some work?
Hey, now that you're back here in Sanctuary, how would you like a job?
You know what? Since we're talking, I'm feeling sweaty.
What have you got to trade today?
They didn't tell me much. Just to make sure everyone...
What have you got to trade today?
You have no idea
I'm occupied. We'll speak later.
Have to make sure this is on the same grid as the rest of the signal interceptor. Have to make sure this is on the same grid as the rest of the signal interceptor.
We're close.
Have to make sure this
All
is
we
on
need
the
is enough
same
power to
grid
fire up the signal.
as the rest of the signal interceptor.
Remarkable work, Knight. The signal intercept.
Lab rat standing by.
All of us are aware of the risks you're taking. That being said, This is the when we throw that switch, God willing, you'll end up.
Unless I end up inside.
Let's hope it doesn't come now. Once you've entered, about 10 during this.
A nuclear engineer.
Securing useful that said, after some time, we're fairly certain.
She was a valuable resource.
Agree. Your mission is set. Once you're inside the institute,
Sure.
if you find out there's a special.
Uh-huh. What's this project that...
Sorry, that information. Listen, I'm well aware. Just keep your mind. Good luck.
Proctor.
The signal interceptor's ready to go. Are you...
Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform and we'll see if I can find a signal to lock onto. Are you in or are you out? Make up your mind. Let's see. Relays dialed in. Beam emitters warmed up. Everything looks green. Let me start scanning for the signal. Cross your fingers. I'm inputting the code now. Wow, there's a heck of a lot of interference and ghosting. It's gonna take a minute or two to lock in. By the way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found. Well, well, looks like we have a winner. RF wave capture complete. Ramping the emitter. 60%, 80%. Emitter spiking but steady. All that's left is to throw the transmit switch. Transmitting in 3, 2, 1. Stay safe, soldier.
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that could be... You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
No way to pick this. Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm. Sean.
Sean. I've been looking for you for so long.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Those bastards, they took you from me.
What's going on? Father? Father!
I'll kill them.
I don't know you. Go.
Uh-huh. Damn it. Sean!
Father? Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
I could kill you. Right here. Right now.
Yes. Yes, you could. And I would be powerless to stop you.
God. All we're missing are the teacups and the white rabbit.
Ah, levity. Excellent. A sure sign that you adapt quickly to stressful environments. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far. and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been... It's good to finally meet you. After all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
It's really you. After all this time.
Yes. It's true. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
They stole you. Kidnapped you. Wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me.
Sean. So you're in charge.
I am the acting director, yes.
They need your help, Sean.
Oh, we've... Surprised? No. Ultimately, just what else?
Your mother.
Yeah, I've...
You don't remember.
Yes. For many years.
Right.
With old age come... But what else?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
site.
I don't expect you to The Institute.
Sure.
I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path. I know the Institute. I've been a part. And now.
Yes.
I know. There is.
Uh-huh. I'll do whatever it...
I am glad.
Uh-huh.
The Institute. You want to introduce you. And finally.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
It's the third primary drive breakdown.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Is it true Food Supplement 77
Good
has been
afternoon.
discontinued?
Food products are available for purchase. Would you care for some?
Sure.
That was my favorite one.
Greetings,
Keep it
sir.
a little longer.
Welcome to the commissary. Would you care for food?
Let's see what you have.
I want... Supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no
We're all looking forward to working with you.
Do we really need all these coursers roaming the halls?
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
Let's see what you have.
All systems nominal.
Armor is effective, sure, but it's hardly efficient.
What now? They're dragging their feet on the targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me. Send a message.
Please don't.
Be careful
There's
wearing
enough
that.
friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
Soft on me, Alana? My methods get results. Will this time as well.
Hi, Doc.
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. Despite your relation to Fuck, I'm sure you
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions, It's nothing personal, I assure you. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
I'm sure it's best for everyone.
Certainly. The result. Our main coursers hunt down. They are highly. What I gather. In fact.
I hate to break it to you, but you're.
Then it's likely the unit was defective. I suppose. Now, unless you need.
Sure. I'd like to know.
Fine. Once we then, in those all too often.
Not yet. I've been reviewing.
Doctor.
I wonder how the Warwick family is. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton, I can't.
It's remarkable.
I look forward to
that. Our most to that end, you
Sure. Seems like there's nothing you
with hard. I'm sure
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great. I was hoping you'd say that. In any case, I am.
Tell me more about those synth gorillas.
On the whole, they just.
Power armor?
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious phase 3?
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just...
Doctor.
Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here.
Actually, I was looking.
Me?
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of...
You don't beat around the bush, I'll give you that.
Uh-huh.
I knew it was just a matter of... I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
Why would we want you dead?
I did some pretty sensitive work for the Brotherhood of Steel. Even though Lions let me go, there were a few others in the rank. That's why I came to the Institute. It was the only... Since... I might not agree with... Say what you came... Where are you going? I thought you wanted to talk.
Dr. Lee.
Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be...
Actually, I was looking for you.
Me?
Sure. You're the scientist?
Well, a brother? I knew it was... I've been looking...
I'm only here with...
You're giving...
Uh-huh.
I might not agree. Say what you...
Uh-huh. Are you happy here?
You'd think being surrounded by cutting-edge laboratory equipment and some of the greatest minds the world's ever known would be enough. Only problem is the lack of transparency. I don't think we get the full story on everything that occurs down here. What does that have to do with why we're talking?
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help. Why? They seem to have...
The Brotherhood is having problems.
I don't see how that's my problem. Tell me something. Why would I possibly... What reason would...
Father trusts me, and so should you.
He trusts you because you're family. I'm not. I can't just take your word.
The Brotherhood has always been straight with you.
I am getting a bit tired of all the secrets around. Sometimes I feel like Father isn't being straight with me. Like there are things I'm not supposed But still, how can I turn my back on all of this?
Your work could be instrumental in freeing the Commonwealth.
You're wasting your breath. I'm a scientist. The Brotherhood, I'm not interested.
I wish there was something I could say.
You're wasting. The Brotherhood desired. I'm not in.
Sure. The Institute is...
So now you're just gonna... Come on.
Right. I give up. What would it take to convince you?
All right, I'll play your game. I had a colleague down here, a Dr. Virgil. Several months ago, there was an accident in his lab, and he was killed. I wanted to help with the investigation, but Father had the laboratory sealed, saying that it was contaminated. The incident never sat right with me. The more I asked about it, the more I felt like Father was deflecting my questions. If you bring me solid information on what killed him, I'll take it as a favor from the Brotherhood and consider your offer. Do we have a deal?
I know this may come as a shock.
Oh, please. Do you... Stop trying to... Deal?
Deal.
All right. Dr. Virgil's... I can give you a... I'd tell you to be quiet. And finally, now, for the sake of... I've been told to install a course...
Right.
You're to be given full access. With the...
Thank you. I'm sure.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, in case the significance is lost, if nothing else, speaking up...
Operating at full capacity.
Excuse me, I've got reports to deliver.
You mean the child? It's a fact.
He's definitely...
Yes. But do you...
I don't need it.
Yes, but I wouldn't...
Uh-huh.
Power armor. You take down the Permadeath soldier?
Father has done remarkable things. I would not exist were it not for him.
The Institute is my life. I hope it'll be yours too.
Hey, Doc.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. If you don't mind...
I just wanted to find my son.
Now that you've found him. Now, as you might guess, we maintain... There's a lot of the work we do, so...
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. Take your time.
Sure.
If there's anything...
Uh-huh. I'm good for now.
Goodbye, then.
I bet Dr. Thompson would love to take that power armor apart and look at the inner workings.
I have a variety of items that should prove useful in your surface missions.
Sure.
Levels of approval. Do you believe that? 3!
Got it.
scanners detecting sentient life. Alert level elevated.
Got it.
Negative sensor read. Weapons cold.
That's it.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results.
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
Mankind redefined. It's catchy, isn't it?
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done, all that he has built.
Dr. Lee,
Took you long enough to find that evidence.
I'm afraid it's bad.
Since when do you know? Just let me...
I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it.
They lied to me. They lied to me, and I didn't even realize how far it went. All those years of loyalty. For nothing.
At least the Brotherhood never lied to you.
I'm such a fool. I came to the Institute to get away from the Brotherhood. Father took me in and gave me... I became jaded. I thought that the Institute cared, but now I realize if you can't trust the people... If they lied about Dr. Virgil, I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. Tell whoever...
It's really exciting having you here. I can't wait to see what you can do. You smell like you've been above ground.
Glad to have you aboard. We'll be taking off in a moment. Your minigun should be loaded and ready to fire. Good shooting, sir.
Deathclaw and Concord is bad news, huh, Mama? You ever seen one of those suckers before?
Oh, sure. Plenty.
I need to be alone.
One time, I killed a Deathclaw all by myself. No power armor.
You willing to do some work?
Fancy minigun. Just a pipe. Pistol. And one bullet.
I love work. I can sit.
Well, for starters, we could use...
Do I look like a carpenter to you?
I don't know what you look like.
I'd be glad to help.
Okay, just make sure we can sleep. There's a workbench over...
Right.
Another day in the Commonwealth.